तत्रापि स्पर्शाविदिभ्यः प्रवरारसविदिनाः तेभ्यो गन्धविधा श्रेष्ठास्तथा शब्दविदो वराः तदा शब्दो विदो वराः तत्रापि स्पर्शवेदेभ्यः प्रवरारसविदीनः तेभ्यो गन्धविधा श्रेष्ठास्तथा शब्दविदो वराः. Word by word meaning. Tatra, among them, api, moreover, sparsya videbhyaha, then those perceiving touch, pravaraha, better, rasa vedinaha, those perceiving taste, tebhyaha, than them, gandha vidaha, those perceiving smell, shreshtaha, better, tata, than them, shabda vidaha, those perceiving sound, varaha, better. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Among the living entities who have developed sense perception, those who have developed the sense of taste are better than those who have developed only the sense of touch. Better than them are those who have developed the sense of smell. And better still are those who have developed the sense of hearing. Although Westerners accept that Darwin first expounded the doctrine of evolution, the science of anthropology is not new. The development of the evolution process was known before from the Bhagavatam, which was written 5000 years ago. There are records of the statements of Kapila Muni, who was present amongst the beginning of the creation. This knowledge has existed since the Vedic time. And all these sequences are disclosed in Vedic literature. The theory of gradual evolution and anthropology is not new to Vedas. It is said here that amongst the trees, there are also evolutionary process. The different kinds of trees have touch perception. It is said that better than the trees are fish, because fish have developed sense of taste. Better than the fish are bees, who have developed the sense of smell. The better than them, there are serpents, because serpents have developed the sense of hearing. In the darkness of night, snake can find its eatable simply by hearing the frog's very pleasant cry. The snake can understand there is a frog, and he captures the frog simply because of its sound vibration. The example is sometimes given for persons who vibrate sounds simply for death. One may have a very nice tongue that can vibrate, sound like frogs, but the kind of vibration is simply calling death. The best use of the tongue and sound vibration is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That will protect one from the hands of cruel death. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnanam Janashalakaya चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So till now Kapiladeva explained the three divisions of faith. How a mode of ignorant person will behave towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how a mode of passion person will behave, how a mode of goodness person will behave. Now Kapiladeva is explaining different types of living entity bodies, how these bodies are developed, and how different persons will get different types of body, and what is the difference between each of them is explaining very elaborately. In the Darwin theory, the evolution process, like from monkey to human being, like one animal after one animal after one animal after, it will take evolution process to take a birth of a human being. Yes, we can agree that some extent, but as per the scriptures, that evolution process is true. Not only progress of successiveness, but there is a reverse also will be there. Sometimes people may progress in a successive progress, like after cat, dog, like that, monkey, then cow, then human being, like that. But if that person is not taking proper association, he may go a reverse direction also. In Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that living entity will get different births because of the association. Karanam gunasangasya sat asat yoni janmashu. How we are getting different bodies? Karanam gunasangasya, because of the association. The type of association that you take, the type of consciousness you will get. The type of consciousness that you have, your thinking will be similar at the time of death. And with that death, with that consciousness, if you leave your body, you will enter into a different yoni as per your consciousness. Yeah, so even though if you take great birth, but if you do not take proper association, there is a chance again you may go back to the animal body. It's not only the progressive succession. We already saw a Jadabharata pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam. Jadabharata, he was a king Bharata initially. He was a realized person. He gave up all his opulences, attachment towards a wife, attachment towards the kingdom, attachment towards the sons and daughters, and he came to forest. But he took the association of a baby deer with mode of goodness, and at the time of death, he was thinking about that baby deer, and again he took the deer's body. So here the reverse, going in reverse direction because of his association, he took a deer body. It's not only progressive succession. And later again, fortunately, he remembered his past life and he took association of the sadhus at Haridwar, and then he took a Brahmana life as a Jadavarata, and from there he went back to Godhead. So there are different species of life, 8.4 million types of species of life. As per the association, they will get different bodies. How can we distinguish one living entity to another living entity? Or how can we mention that he is having the perfect consciousness? Here, if you take any non-living objects means stone, all these things which doesn't have any birth, death, old age, disease, any progeny generation, those objects can be considered a non-living entities. Non-living entities will not have any sense perception. Just if you take stone, it doesn't have a sense perception. But the living entities who are having these five things: birth, death, old age, disease, and progeny, they will have sense perception. So the lowest sense perception is the trees. Trees will have only touch perception. Yeah, trees has also sense perception. If you touch the tree will feel. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hugged Imli Tala, the tree felt so happy. So we, in all Vrindavana, trees are so happy in participating various leelas of Krishna. So trees also have a sense perception. But the tree's perception of senses is undeveloped. Undeveloped in the sense they will not have a highest degree of happiness. Tree will be happy by standing on the outside for years and years. It won't complain. It will happily stand for years and years because it doesn't have a highest developed senses. Yeah, the next one is a fish. The fish has a sense of taste. Mm. And the next one is bees. Bees will have more than fish. Bees will have a sense of smell as well. And then the serpents will have sense of hearing. This hearing is very important. Yeah, hearing and using the tongue is very important. Srila Prabhupada emphasizing in the last part of this purport. The snake can easily find the frog by the snake's developed consciousness of hearing. Even in the darkness, if snake hears that a frog sound, beka beka, beka beka, snake simply catch them and simply eat. So the frog utilized the frog utilized the tongue in a wrong way. There is no value for frog sounds. There is no value. In the rainy season, if you go to the next to the pond, you will see a lot of frogs. Beka beka, beka beka, beka beka. There is no use. Simply beka beka. But that is catching the advantage of snake. Snake is catching that as an advantage, and simply snake, by hearing that sound, coming and eating up. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that if you do not use our tongue in the service of Krishna, chanting the glories of Lord Sri Krishna or chanting his holy names, our tongue is also as equal as frog. Why this frog? There is no use of this tongue otherwise. Voluntarily inviting the death. In the material world, everybody want to talk. Everybody want to talk, whatever they like. And they themselves will fall into the danger because of their talks. If you talk only Krishna Katha, Arita ko, Thare kaho, Krishna Padesha, then so wonderful. There will be no danger. You will be safe, and the person who is hearing also will not cause any harm to you. But otherwise, if you talk any other subject matters, you yourself get into trouble. Let's say, one day one person came to me, Prabhuji, I am in a great problem. What is your problem? One of my relative is asking $10,000 of money. I can give, but if I give, I don't know will they pay back me or not. I cannot ask them forcefully, give me my money back. I asked, how do they know that you have $10,000? He said that in the last time phone conversation, I told that I am making so and so, I'm saving so and so, I have this much so and so bank balance, all these things in my conversation I told. So I told that you only invited your own danger. There is no need to share your financial matters some person who is not required. You shared all those information and he is causing the trouble to you now. So you have to suffer, you have to go through that. So similarly, whatever we talk, unwanted talk in the offices, public meetings, we have to be very careful while talking. If once you deliver one word, you cannot take it back. So that's why a Vaishnava is very careful while talking, whether he is talking as per the scriptures and without causing any harm to him or others. So as per your talking, as per your association, again you will develop a different types of human bodies. There are 400,000 different types of human bodies. How they are developed different way, how you are engaging your senses, your consciousness will elevate it. As per your consciousness, you will take different types of human body. Even though if you take human body, that doesn't mean like that you have highest consciousness. If a person took a mode of ignorant in the mode of ignorant consciousness, if he took a birth, he always engages senses in all mundane things, which doesn't help him to develop his consciousness. So here the consciousness and association will play a greater role what kind of body you are going to get, or how much happiness you are going to get in your next body and this body. That is very important. We have to engage our senses in the service of the Lord. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu it is telling that Sarvapadi vinurmuktam tatpartvena nirmalam rushikesha rushikena sevanam bhakti richate. So if you engage your senses in the service of the Lord, tatparatvena nirmalam, those will be purified and you will get a highest consciousness or highest body or eternal body. It's all up to you how you are, what kind of body you want to get, or what degree of happiness that you want. You want a, a pig kind of happiness, or you want a mode of goodness person happiness, or you want a happiness like a demigod, or you want happiness like a supreme personality of Godhead, Satchit Ananda Vigraha. It's up to you. So if you engage your tongue in the chanting of the holy name, automatically it will be purified. Automatically it will be purified. It doesn't matter what kind of body you have, whether you have a mode of ignorant person body, or a mode of passion person body, or mode of goodness body. If you engage simply your tongue in the holy name chanting, automatically you will be transformed into the mode of transcendental. We saw this very much in Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto, Ajamila lifetime. Ajamila, even though he took birth in a Brahmana family, with the association by seeing a low class man and woman hugging each other, he fall down from his great Vedic culture to a low class person. But fortunately, he gave his younger son, 10th kid, name is Narayana. In the age of 88 years, he begat the 10th son. So see how much fall down he is. As per the Shastras, after 50 years, one should engage completely in God consciousness, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. But this person is still engaging in all associating with women and all the stuff in the age of 88 years. And then with that, he gave name, fortunately he gave his last son name is Narayana. He was completely fall down person. All abominable activities he is doing, drinking alcohol, doing prostitution, and killing the animals. Whatever is all four regulative principles he is breaking very freely. But at the time of death, simply he chant unknowingly Narayana. Then immediately the Vishnu Dutas came and Yamadutas are gone. And Yamadutas are surprised how this person is eligible to go to Vaikuntha. Vishnu Dutas gave another opportunity and he realized his mistake, and then he left that prostitute place and he went to Haridwar and completely meditated on the Supreme Lord Narayana with complete attention. And again Vishnu Dutas came with Vaikuntha Vimana, and then they took him back to Godhead. So The chanting holy name alone will do miracles. In 6th canto, it is explaining that more than the ritualistic ceremonies, just chanting the holy name will yield highest benefit. For performing any ritualistic ceremony, you need to have a lot of paraphernalia, a lot of process, all those things you need to have. But chanting the holy name, you don't need to have. Just only attentive chanting. If you are able to chant all your 16 malas attentively in a Brahma Muhurta time, early morning, in the golden hour, you will get highest consciousness throughout the day, and by developing that, we can elevate ourselves, we can purify our senses, and we can easily achieve the ultimate goal, going back to Godhead and serve Him, Krishna, eternally. If you want to get rid of all these bodies, all these miseries, you need to do a tapasya of chanting for this holy name in this Kali Yuga. Remaining processes may be useful in other yugas, but in Kali Yuga, this simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra will take you back to Godhead. Even though if you take birth in a low class family or a high class family or Indian family or American family or African family, it doesn't matter. Only the matter is how you are engaging your senses and how you are purifying your senses by engaging them in the Lord's service. So in Kapladeva, in further classes, in further slokas, he is explaining how a person will develop his consciousness and how he will take different bodies and how he will go back to Godhead. That we will discuss in upcoming slokas. So the conclusion is, the takeaway points of today's class is, we have a developed senses compared to any other living species. We have developed smell, developed hearing, developed tongue, developed seeing, all developed senses we have. So we need to engage them in Krishna's service so that we can get rid of this material body and we can go back to Godhead. But if you engage your senses in low class things like wrong, unnecessary things, then we have to face the consequences and take that necessary body. So as a elevated person, as a realized person, we need to go towards progressive path, not a reverse path. We need to go progressive path and go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Over to Madhura Prabhuji.
Thank you, Gopikanta Prabhu. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead, and we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Shina Shingo,
Krishna
Jai
Singh,
Shingo,
Jana
Jai
Singh,
Jai
Jai Jai
Shingo,
Singh,
Praladesha,
Prahlad
Jaya
Jai
Padam,
Padma.
Kapadam Lingam. Ugraviram,
Ugram Viram
Mahavishnu,
Mahavishnu
Shastam
Sattam
Sarvabhaumam,
Sarvabhaumam
Sangam Bhisham Bhattacharya,
Pranam Padam Vidyam
Nityam
Amen.
Nityam Namiham, Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai,
Jai
Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, Vancha
Vancha
Kalpatarubhyascha
kalpatarubhyasya
Kripa
kripa
Sindhubhya
sindhubheva cha
Patita
Pavanam
Namah
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namaha.
Namo Namo.
वैष्णव वृंद की जय, ग्रंथ
जय।
भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद
जय
की जय, गौर
जय।
हरि हरि।
हरे
हरि
बोल।
हरि हरि बोल।
थैंक यू गोपीकांत प्रभु जी।
Thank
थैंक
you
यू।
everybody.
हरे
Hari
कृष्ण।
Bol.
हरे बोल।
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.